We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Cobras and the Thunder. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Bruce Cartwright, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So stepping in, Mark Lacey, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
First pitch, 7-10.
Runs up and gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman, Greg English.
Standing in, Greg English. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another try at 2-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Paul Taylor. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Jeff Kessler will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
In now, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Brian Cannon.
And now pitch on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Right is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Here it comes. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
At the plate, Scott Franchise. Line drive to left. McKee is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Settling in now, Randall Mad Dog. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. From the stretch. Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
From the stretch. Runner goes for second. Pitches high. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The set and the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Ready with the 3-1. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. This is in the air out to right. Wright is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Kevin Landry. Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fouled off. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
2 strikes.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Right fielder looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Adkins, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The left fielder, McKee.
At the plate, Sean McKee. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Speared on the dive. In time.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
Into the box, Michael Wright, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Wright tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
2 out, nobody on. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. High in the air out to center field. Worthing will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cobras are out in front here, 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Corey Esparza. Now the pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Left side. And that's out number 1.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So digging in now, Tiny Ryan. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. McKee will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Now at the plate, Saul Worthing. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. McKee will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Top of the third set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Brad Benton.
Brad Benton.
He's set. Here it comes.
Hey.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
The 2-1 popped him up. Hale over to his left. 1 out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Jeff Kessler.
At the plate, Jeff Kessler. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. One out, nobody on. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hit in the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Mark Lacy.
At the plate, Mark Lacy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Lacy is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Center fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Standing in now, Greg English. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And it's full now, 3-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least one more batter.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
So now to the plate, Paul Taylor. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And now they've got him in a rundown. tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cobras are out on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Hal Hale, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now here's the pitch. Hale, originally from Mississippi. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
To the plate now, Bruce Cartwright. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 22, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Brian Hannon. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good battle. Count remains full. High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The left fielder, Andrew Arellano.
Now at the plate, Andrew Arellano. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses. 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. He'll try again. 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Scott Franchise, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Arellano is off at first with 2 away. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2-2 now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play. You get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 out with a man at first. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. McKee is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run. This is now a 1-run game. On now to the top of inning number 4. Mississippi leads this one 2-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Paul Taylor. First delivery to him on the way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now here it comes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Worthing is there, and he has it for the first out.
The catcher, number 8.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kevin Landry. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Nope, at the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Now at the plate, Jonathan Adkins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line to the right side. Franchise is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Randall Mad Dog, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So coming to the plate, Corey Esparza comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Esparza, a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Behind 0-2 now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ballgame. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready with another 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in.
The third baseman, number 4, Tiny Ryan.
Into the box now, Tiny Ryan, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. This pitch is popped up. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up.
Now batting, center fielder, Worthy.
Digging in, Saul Worthing, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Second and third here, 1 man out. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. This one's flared out toward left. In comes the left fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Al Hale.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Hal Hale. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. First pitch on its way.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
Second and third, 2 away. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean McKee. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Sean McKee.
First offering on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Misses, ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Franchise is there, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 4, Michael Wright.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Wright. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. But sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
From the stretch. This is popped up. Mad Dog is there. And that retires the side. Kevin Esslinger will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Kevin Esslinger.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Now here it comes.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Brian Cannon.
So striding forward now, Brian Cannon. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, he's going to have better execution. I know he stole a strike right there, but that catcher was set up away. And for him to miss over the heart of the plate, guys start running up the tunnel, checking the video on him. They're going to be sitting all over him.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Stepping in now, Andrew Arellano, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Standing in now, Scott Franchise. And so watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. On its way is pitch number 75. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Right is there, 2 down.
Now batting, pitcher, Randall Mad Dog.
Into the box now, Randall Mad Dog, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
No one, no strike.
The set and the 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. Mississippi is out in front here, 2-1. Eric Mensch is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Glenn Suarez will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Mensch has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty B, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Again, another foul ball. To short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Mark Lacy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. 3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, Greg English. This he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit softly down the line at first. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Edgar Navarro is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Digging in, Corey Esparza. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman, Corey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Count now, a ball and a strike. Navarro, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2025.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-1. Their count now at 2-2. Now the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Stepping up now, Tiny Ryan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Lacey takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saul Worthing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full. The Cobras are out in front 2-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Paul Taylor. First pitch on its way. Here it comes, 1-0. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Here's the pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So now to the plate, Kevin Landry. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
To the plate now, Jonathan Adkins. Unable to find the zone with the slider. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in the long ball threat, Hal Hale.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The 1-2. There's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Michael Lopez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Michael Lopez.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Brian Hannon in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. Ball 3. Andrew Arellano waits on deck. The 3-1.
Hey!
And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Stepping in, Andrew Arellano. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. So striding in, Scott Franchise. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
From the stretch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The 0-1 offering.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. Landry is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. J.J. Zemecki has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Sean McKee. He's set, and the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Franchise is there to put it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 4.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Coming to the plate now, Michael Wright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
No balls and 1 strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. Stepping in now, Brad Benton, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The pitcher, number 18, Edgar Navarro.
Kyle Price will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball one. A runner on first with two away. 2-0 now.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
The bouncer to the left side. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Gunter was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And now it will be the catcher, Randall Mad Dog. First pitch on its way. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Corey Esparza. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scooped up. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another shot now, Tiny Ryan. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Standing in, Saul Worthing, 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Once more, a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. First offering on its way. Now the 0-1. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Two out with a man at first. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Mark Lacey. He's set. Here it comes. And look at this. A bunt attempt to start the 9th. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Greg English.
At the plate now, Greg English, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Ready once again, Paul Taylor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
Well, there's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Bobby Tyrone will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Milton Otto will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 48, Milton Otto.
Kevin Landry will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Outside.
Bases loaded here. Nobody out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Things going from bad to worse in a hurry now. It's 3-0.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
The 3-0 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ready now, Jonathan Adkins. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. One there. First, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So digging in now, Sean McKee, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Men on third with 2 down. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. you could work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. One more shot coming up. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Mississippi is on top 4-1. Jason Lee comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Lee.
Into the box now, Hal Hale. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
0-1 the count. Now here it comes, and it's 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch.
2-2, Sam.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Standing in now, Milton Otto, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now the pitch.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Line toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Now batting, Brian Hannon. From the stretch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Arellano. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a
Ball 1.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Now to the plate, Scott Franchise. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. To the right side and through, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch on its way. Randall Mad Dog is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Michael Jordan takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Corey Esparza will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Comes set, the 0-1. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Cobras took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jeff Kessler gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the home team, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
second.